The African Union continues to advocate good governance as a means of preventing unconstitutional changes of government in Africa and faces governance challenges, which causes the persistence of power grabs. Leaders advocate dialogue and the consolidation of democratic governance.
The situation has worsened. As we gather here, 6 member states of the Union have been suspended for the same reasons. Our people simply want to enjoy the true dividends of democracy. The one thing that is critical and for which we need our multilateral institutions to make significant investments is relationship building. The AU and our regional bodies must invest in developing our national institutions and empowering citizens with the requisite knowledge to demand compliance and accountability from their government.
Africa has experienced 9 military coups. The African Union is working to control the root causes of this scourge in order to effectively prevent its reappearance. At the second African Union Reflection Forum on Unconstitutional Changes of Government in Africa, held from March 18 to 19, 2024 in Accra, Ghana, leaders called on member states to renew their social contracts and strengthen democratic institutions. Even if sub-regional communities like ECOWAS have lifted sanctions imposed on West African countries following the recent coups, they maintain a policy of zero tolerance towards unconstitutional changes of government.
Unconstitutional change of government is not only limited to coup d'etats. It encompasses any maneuver geared towards the manipulation of constitutional norms and instrumentalization of the judiciary and legislature. The resurgence of coup d'etat is perceived largely to be attributable to concerns around lack of inclusivity and accountability in governance and decision-making processes. The recent coup d'etats in some of our member states are a clear indication that we must renew our social contract, strengthen our democratic institutions, and refocus on delivery-oriented governance.
Taking into account the legitimate expectations of citizens and the fight against constitutional revision are some recommendations put forward by experts to put an end to coups in Africa. While women and youth are most affected by this scourge, experts emphasize the need to prioritize greater involvement of these segments of the population in decision-making.
What African youth harbor is not just a mere dissatisfaction with the status quo. It is a hope for a different reality. Some of the recommendations include the development of national action plans on youth peace and security. It is essential to consider new approaches when partnering with Africa.
In its strategy for lasting peace, security, and stability on the continent, the African Union reaffirms its commitment to upholding democratic principles and restoring constitutional governance in countries ruled by the military.